My beloved child, pause with me here, just for this moment. Allow your breath to slow, to soften, to become gentle and steady. Let yourself arrive fully in this space, exactly as you are. What is being shared with you now is not ordinary language and not meant for everyone. These words are reaching you because they were prepared for you, shaped for this exact point in your life. Nothing about this moment is accidental. This meeting, this timing, this awareness has been arranged with care and intention. Long before now, I reached for you again and again. You felt that nearness when tears came quietly, when you wondered if anyone truly noticed the weight you carried. You sensed my presence in the fragile space between hope and disappointment, in the moments when your heart felt tired but not empty. Yet the world spoke loudly. Distractions pulled you in many directions, and pain dulled your ability to hear clearly. Still, I did not leave. I remained close, observing, guarding, waiting with patience. And now the season of waiting has reached its end. You are ready, not because everything is easy, but because you have grown. Certain truths can no longer remain hidden, and they need to be known now. Listen not only with your ears, but with the deeper awareness inside you. The part of you that recognizes truth before logic explains it. This is not imagination, not coincidence, not something casually assembled. This is reality unfolding by design. These words are meant to protect you, to reveal who you truly are, to set you apart for the path prepared for you. The time of staying small has ended. The time of hiding, of remaining quiet out of fear is complete. You are standing at the edge of what you are asked to become. In this moment, let your agreement rise from within you, not as a passing thought, but as a sacred commitment, a quiet yes that acknowledges you accept the purpose placed within you, and that you recognize the voice guiding you now. And for those who supported you, who believed in you when you felt unable to believe in yourself, know that their faith was seen and honored, even when unnoticed by others. You are not alone, and you never were. Stay near to me because what we are completing together will release what has been held back for too long in places unseen. Draw closer now, because what follows will change everything. You are more than a physical form moving through days. You are a sacred vessel, intentionally chosen, carefully protected. This has always been your reality, even when you doubted it. You were never walking by yourself. Hold firmly to this understanding. Your spirit is secure, your emotions are guarded, your inner strength is watched over. This is why these words reach you now, precisely now, because the timing is exact. From the beginning, my light has surrounded you, and nothing hidden or dark has the authority to undo what has been spoken over your life. In moments when loneliness felt heavy and prayers seemed unanswered, I was still working. Pieces were being aligned, truths were forming quietly. What is being revealed now is not meant to wound you, but to prepare you. As you receive these words, know that my presence is close, nearer than you realize. I offer not only protection, but clarity. What took place beyond your sight matters, yes, but what matters more is why this moment is unfolding now. You are entering a season where truth shines brighter than fear. What was concealed will be exposed by clarity. Hidden motives, unseen traps, quiet deceptions are losing their hold. You are rising. You have felt it already. The internal shift, the subtle pressure, the sense that the air around you has changed. Your dreams have felt different. Your relationships have begun to shift. Patterns no longer fit the way they once did. This is not confusion. This is guidance, drawing you into alignment with the path set before you. The unfolding you are experiencing cannot be stopped. Yes, there has been difficulty, but beyond it lies an opening. Someone from your past may reach out to you. They may come with uncertainty or unresolved emotion, but you will not meet them from old pain. You will respond from clarity, because you are no longer who you once were. There was a time when others misunderstood your quiet nature. They mistook your stillness for weakness, or assumed your silence meant you felt nothing. They did not see the depth you carried, the strength being formed in solitude. While they were absent, you were becoming. Difficult moments shaped you, but you were never abandoned in them. Resilience grew in places no one else could see. You searched for understanding not because you were empty, but because something within you recognized truth when it appeared. What was hidden has been uncovered. You are whole, remembered, distinct. You carry a mark that is uniquely yours, and you are being invited to step into the fullness of who you were created to be. Release those who caused you harm. Something meaningful is being formed through your story. This new beginning cannot be built on bitterness. What you are stepping into requires clear sight, the kind that comes from a heart no longer weighed down by pain. What unfolds next will surprise those who believed they understood how your journey would end. It will leave them wondering, because what is taking place is not a return to the past, but a true beginning. Not every kind expression carries sincerity. Not every extended hand is meant to support you. Some are watching now, driven not by care but by comparison, uncertainty, or jealousy. They may ask how you are, hoping to hear that you are struggling. But your path is being cleared. What drains you is being removed. Falsehoods are being exposed. The gaze that sought to measure your future without permission is losing its power. Your life, your direction, belongs to a higher order. In the days ahead, shifts will occur. A message may arrive. Someone may acknowledge a wrong. An unexpected encounter could take place. When it happens, pause. Do not respond from old wounds. Speak from the wisdom you now carry. You no longer react impulsively. You stand with steadiness. Truth stands with you. This moment you are living, this breath you are taking, is not random. It is the meeting of a long-held plea with present readiness. A quiet request you once released, perhaps in exhaustion or silence, was heard. Every whispered hope was received. Your inner world is secure. You sensed long ago that things were not as they appeared. Now you are being shown so that you may choose. If fear keeps you frozen, progress slows. But if you step forward with trust, if you nurture the growth taking place within you, if you release pain with understanding and protect your spirit with kindness, then what held you will fall away. Conversations once impossible will occur. Support will arrive. Understanding will remain close. Others will sense the change in you, even if they cannot explain it. When I stand for you, those who encounter that presence are changed. You were never weak. You were being protected. You were being placed exactly where you needed to be. Unease may still arise, but do not allow it to overshadow the truth of who you are. Let clarity be stronger than worry. Understanding is spreading through every area of your life. Guidance is forming in your relationships, your choices, your direction. Where uncertainty once ruled, confidence now takes root. In the quiet of your own space, create stillness. Remove distractions. Let your focus settle. Speak words of release and trust from sincerity. When truth is spoken with intention, the atmosphere shifts. A confirmation will follow, something specific enough to be unmistakable. When it appears, recognize it for what it is. What was meant to cause harm was dismantled before reaching you. Even when you felt alone, you are never unguarded. The stillness you may feel now is not emptiness. It is connection. Change is taking place within you, quietly, deeply. What was hidden is now visible. But what matters most is how you respond. Move forward with calm assurance. You are not guessing where to go. Strength was always within you. Now it is becoming visible. Respect will follow, not always loudly, but genuinely. As you rise, attention will come, but it cannot undo what has been set in motion. Prepare yourself fully, because a moment is approaching that will move things forward. It may appear ordinary, but it will be meaningful. When it comes, respond from truth, not from old hurt. You do not need to prove yourself. What has been placed on your life will speak for itself. Nothing you lost was truly lost. It was refined and will return transformed. You are ending old cycles with quiet certainty. What was meant to diminish you will elevate you. Your experiences will guide others. Opportunities are forming beyond your view. You are not returning to the past. You are stepping into who you were always meant to be. You are not here by accident. You were formed with intention. Even when resources feel uncertain or the future seems unclear, remember this: you are already held in what is ahead. Nothing stands beyond the reach of what is working for you. Rest in that truth. You are protected. You are guided. You are known. Move forward without fear, without haste, with calm certainty. You are accompanied every step of the way. This is not the end of what is being revealed. It is the beginning of living from a deeper truth, one that will continue to unfold as you walk forward, aware, grounded, and whole. There is no rush here. The pace we move at now is intentional, steady, and secure. What is unfolding is not meant to overwhelm you, but to anchor you more firmly in who you are becoming. Feel how your awareness has shifted even as you read. Something within you recognizes this space as familiar, as if you have been here before, long before words ever touched it. Others will sense your boundaries and interpret them as distance. Neither perception defines you. Continue to act from integrity, not from the desire to be understood. Those meant to walk with you will recognize you without explanation. You are entering a phase where your inner world and outer life begin to mirror each other more clearly. The confusion you once felt was the result of living in between versions of yourself. Now, integration is taking place. What you believe, what you feel, and what you choose are coming into agreement. This is why your decisions may feel simpler even when circumstances are complex. You are no longer divided within yourself. When challenges arise, and they will, notice how differently you meet them now. There is less panic, less urgency to fix everything immediately. You pause, you observe, you respond instead of reacting. This is wisdom in action. This is maturity that does not announce itself, but is unmistakable in its effect. Trust this shift. It is real. There will be moments when the past tries to reintroduce itself, not necessarily through people, but through memories, emotions, or old self-doubt. When this happens, do not fight it. Simply notice it and let it pass. You do not need to relive what you have already outgrown. The past can knock, but it does not get to move back in. You have learned what you needed to learn. You are also being prepared for a different kind of joy. Not the kind that depends on constant excitement or external validation, but a steady, grounded joy that exists even on ordinary days. This joy comes from knowing yourself, from trusting your inner guidance, from no longer being at war with your own nature. It is quiet, but it is powerful. Someone will soon notice this shift in you, even if they cannot name it. They may comment on your calm, your presence, your clarity, or they may simply feel different around you. This is because when you are aligned, you invite alignment in others. Not everyone will respond positively. Some will feel exposed. Others will feel inspired. Let both reactions exist without taking them personally. Remember this as well. You are allowed to want more depth, more honesty, more peace, more meaning. Wanting more does not make you ungrateful. It means you are attentive to what truly nourishes you. Settling is no longer an option because you have tasted what alignment feels like. Do not betray that knowing to return to what is familiar but limiting. In the coming days, listen closely to your body as well as your thoughts. Fatigue, restlessness, sudden clarity, emotional release. These are all signs of integration. You are recalibrating. Be gentle with yourself. Rest when you need to create space where possible. Silence will be especially supportive now. It is not emptiness you are entering, but fullness without noise. You may feel drawn to simplify things. Fewer explanations, fewer obligations, fewer distractions. This is not withdrawal. It is refinement. You are choosing quality over quantity, depth over performance, truth over appearance. This will serve you well. As you continue forward, there will be opportunities that feel different from before. They may not arrive with pressure or urgency. They may come quietly, naturally, almost unexpectedly. Pay attention to what feels expansive rather than draining, what feels steady rather than chaotic, what respects your pace instead of rushing you. These are indicators of alignment. Trust yourself now. Not the version of you shaped by fear or scarcity, but the one who has endured, reflected, healed, and remained open. That version of you is capable of making wise choices. That version of you knows when to say yes and when to step back. That version of you does not need constant reassurance. You are not late. You are not behind. You are exactly where your growth has led you. Everything that felt like delay was preparation. Everything that felt like loss was redirection. Everything that felt like silence was strengthening your ability to listen. Continue walking forward with this understanding. Let your life reflect the quiet truth that has taken root within you. You do not need to announce your transformation. Those who are meant to see it will feel it. Those who are not will fall away naturally. I am still with you, not as a distant voice, but as a steady presence woven into your awareness. When you pause, when you breathe, when you choose honesty over comfort, when you choose peace over reaction, you are walking in alignment. Keep going. There is more unfolding, and you are ready to receive it. You're not meant to strain or reach outward right now. Everything you need in this season is already being drawn toward you as you remain present and grounded. Feel how your inner space has widened. Where there was once tension, there is now room. Where there was once confusion, there is now a quiet knowing. This is not something you created through effort. It is something that emerged because you were willing to stay open even when it was uncomfortable. I want to speak to you now about trust, not the fragile kind that depends on circumstances, but the deeper kind that lives beneath experience. There were times when you trusted others and felt disappointed. Times when you trusted situations and felt let down. Those moments taught you something important, even if they hurt. They showed you that trust placed outwardly without inner grounding can feel destabilizing. But what is growing within you now is different. It is trust rooted in self-awareness, discernment, and inner alignment. This trust does not disappear when others change. It remains steady because it is anchored within you. You may notice that you are less reactive to things that once stirred strong emotions. Words that once lingered now pass through more quickly. Situations that once consumed your thoughts no longer demand the same energy. This does not mean you have stopped caring. It means you have learned where to place your care wisely. You are no longer leaking energy into places that cannot hold it. You are conserving yourself, and this is an act of respect toward your own life. There is a quiet authority beginning to surround you. It does not announce itself loudly, but it is felt. This authority comes from knowing who you are and what you will no longer tolerate. It comes from understanding your limits without shame. It comes from being able to say no internally even before words are needed. This is why some people may feel unsure around you now. They sense that access to you is no longer automatic. It must be mutual, respectful, and real. Let go of the idea that you must be everything to everyone. You were never meant to carry that weight. You were meant to be fully yourself, and that is enough. When you stop overextending, you make space for genuine exchange. When you stop explaining, you allow truth to speak for itself. When you stop chasing understanding, understanding finds you naturally. You're also learning something subtle but powerful. Peace is not passive. Peace is active choice. It is choosing not to engage in battles that cost you your clarity. It is choosing rest without guilt. It is choosing honesty even when it changes dynamics. Peace requires courage, and you have that courage now, even if it feels quiet. There will be moments ahead when you are tempted to return to old patterns simply because they are familiar. Familiarity can feel comforting, even when it is limiting. When this happens, pause, breathe. Ask yourself whether the choice you are about to make honors the person you have become. Not the person you were trying to be, but the person you are now. This question will guide you more accurately than fear or habit ever could. Your intuition is sharpening. You may feel drawn towards certain paths without needing logical justification. Trust this. You are not being impulsive. You are responding to alignment. At the same time, you may feel a natural hesitation around things that once excited you. This is not loss of interest, it is discernment. You are recognizing what no longer matches your frequency. There is also a gentleness returning to you, but it is different from before. It is not self-sacrificing. It is not diminishing. It is gentle because it is secure. This gentleness allows you to be kind without losing yourself, compassionate without overgiving, open without being unprotected. This balance is something you worked hard for, even if the work was invisible. You might notice moments of gratitude arising unexpectedly. Simple things may feel more meaningful. A quiet morning, a deep breath, a conversation that feels real. These moments are signs that you are present. Presence is where life is actually lived. You are no longer postponing your peace until some future outcome. You are allowing it now, As you continue forward, there may be periods where nothing dramatic seems to happen. Do not mistake stillness for stagnation. Roots grow in silence. Integration happens quietly. What you are becoming does not need constant confirmation. It is stabilizing beneath the surface, preparing you for what will eventually rise. Be mindful of how you speak to yourself. The inner voice you cultivate now will shape what comes next. Speak with honesty, but also with compassion. You do not need to motivate yourself through pressure anymore. You respond better to respect, patience, and clarity. Treat yourself accordingly. You are also being invited to redefine success, not as constant productivity or outward achievement, but as alignment between who you are and how you live. Success is waking up without inner conflict. It is making choices that feel clean. It is being able to rest without anxiety. It is being able to act without losing yourself. This kind of success builds a life that lasts. Some relationships will deepen as you continue to show up authentically. Others may fade without drama. Let both occur naturally. You do not need to hold tightly or push away. What belongs will remain. What does not will release. This is not abandonment. It is balance restoring itself. You may feel a quiet excitement beneath the calm, a sense that something meaningful is approaching, even if you cannot name it yet. This feeling is not anxiety. It is readiness. You are no longer asking from desperation. You are open from stability. This changes what can reach you. Remember that you are allowed to move at your own pace. You do not need to match anyone else's timeline. Comparison no longer serves you. Your path is unique because your awareness is unique. Trust that what unfolds will do so in a way that fits you, not overwhelms you. When doubt arises, return to your breath. Return to your body. Return to the present moment. This is where your strength lives now. Not in future projections or past regrets, but here. You have learned how to be with yourself, and this is the foundation for everything that follows. Continue to walk gently, attentively, and honestly. You are not searching anymore. You are allowing. And what is meant for you recognizes this openness. There is more ahead, unfolding in its own time, and you are prepared to meet it with clarity, steadiness, and quiet confidence. There is nothing more you need to chase, nothing you need to prove, nothing you need to force into being. What has been spoken has already begun its work. Truth does not rush. It roots itself quietly, then it rises when the time is right. You are standing in that rooted place now. I want you to recognize how far you have come without measuring it by visible milestones. Your growth is evident in how you breathe now, in how you pause before responding, in how you no longer abandon yourself to keep peace. You have learned that peace cannot be borrowed from others. It must be cultivated within. And you have done that work faithfully, even when no one applauded it, even when it felt lonely. There were days when you felt unseen, when you wondered if your effort mattered, if your restraint was noticed, if your kindness made any difference at all. Let this truth rest in you now. Nothing you carried with sincerity was wasted. Every moment you chose understanding over anger, every time you held back when you could have lashed out, every time you stayed true to your values when compromise would have been easier, it all counted. It shaped you into someone who can now stand steady without hardness. You are no longer living from survival. You are living from awareness. This means you will feel things deeply, but they will no longer control you. Emotions will move through you like weather, rather than becoming your identity. You will experience joy without clinging to it, and sadness without drowning in it. This balance is strength. This is what it means to be whole. As you move forward, there will be moments of confirmation. Not loud signs or dramatic displays, but quiet assurances that you are aligned. A conversation that arrives at the right time. A door that opens without struggle. A sense of ease where there used to be resistance. When these moments appear, receive them without suspicion. You are not waiting for permission anymore. You are allowed to receive what matches who you have become. You may also encounter moments that test this new steadiness. Old dynamics may try to reassert themselves. Familiar voices may question your choices. When this happens, do not argue internally. Simply return to your center. You know who you are now. You know what it cost you to get here. You do not need to justify your healing. Let your life become quieter where it needs to be quiet and fuller where it is meant to expand. Protect your energy not out of fear, but out of respect. Give generously where there is mutual care. Step back where there is disregard. This discernment is not judgment, it is wisdom. You are entering a phase where your presence alone will bring calm to certain spaces. You will notice people relaxing around you, opening up, or reflecting more deeply simply because you are grounded. Do not underestimate this. Influence does not always come from words. Sometimes it comes from being settled in yourself. There is nothing missing in you that needs fixing. There is nothing broken that needs repairing. What you have been doing is remembering. Remembering your worth. Remembering your intuition. Remembering your capacity to live with clarity and compassion at the same time. This remembrance will continue to guide you long after these words end. When uncertainty arises, return to what is simple. Your breath. Your values. Your inner knowing. These will not mislead you. Complexity fades when you stay anchored in what is real. You do not need to know every step ahead. You only need to honor the one in front of you. Carry forward with humility, but not self-erasure. With kindness, but not self-neglect. With openness, but not naivety. This balance is now within your reach because it already lives inside you. Know this as you close this chapter. You are supported, guided, and held in ways that extend beyond what you can see. Your life is unfolding with intention. You are not late. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are exactly where you are meant to be, becoming exactly who you were meant to become. Walk forward gently. Speak honestly. Rest when you need to. Trust what you feel when it is quiet. Let peace lead you more often than urgency. Let love be your orientation rather than fear. Everything that was needed has been given. Everything that is meant for you will find you in alignment. And everything that has passed has prepared you for what comes next. Amen.